the game.
Hey there, I'm Kelsey Dickey. What started as helping people with their money at my dining room table grew into a 7-figure financial coaching practice. Now I teach others how to build a thriving coaching business of their own. Whether you're just starting out or you've been coaching for years, I'm here to help you make a bigger impact while doing what you love. This is the Financial Coach Academy podcast. Let's dive in. Hey coach, check out this review that I got from the Alley Alley Oop on iTunes. This person says, do you ever hear someone speak and you just know that they found their calling in life? That's how I felt the first time I came across one of Kelsey's videos. Her contagious passion led me down a digital binge until I discovered the FCA podcast. This podcast is an invaluable resource for both new and veteran financial coaches. The information she gives is thorough and broken down into easily digestible chunks and steps, covering relevant topics and answering many of the questions I didn't even know I had. I can't believe Kelsey is out here giving all this information for free. Some days I worry she will run out of things to talk about because she has already covered so much. Haha. It keeps me up at night. Kelsey, please don't stop. There is literally no excuse as to why you can't do this if you feel a passion for helping people with their money. Every question, she's got an answer. Every objection, there's a response. Every worry and fear, thought work, and steps you can take. I am truly thankful for her guidance and mentorship, and I'm looking forward to enrolling in FCA. I plan on listening to all the episodes again after I start my coaching business. Kelsey, thank you for all you've done and continue to do. Please know how grateful we are and keep up the amazing coaching. I mean, wow. Reading this review totally made my day. Thank you so much for taking the time to leave that. It might be one of the best I've ever received, and I hope to live up to your kind words. Welcome to today's episode of the Financial Coach Academy podcast, where we tackle the real challenges you face in growing your coaching business. I'm your host, and today we're going to dive deep into something that can completely transform your business and help you feel a little less stressed about feeling like you're always creating content. And that's building and nurturing your email list. But first, this Memorial Day weekend, we are offering 20% off all specialty toolkits. These toolkits are designed to give you an edge, whether you're helping small business owners optimize cash flow and pricing strategies, guiding clients through financial decision-making with the plan ahead budgeting method, or looking for proven strategies to attract and retain coaching clients. Each toolkit provides ready-made resources and frameworks to streamline your coaching process and delivery, even greater value to your clients. Don't wait. This offer is only available for a limited time. Grab yours now at financialcoachingtoolkit.com before the sale ends this weekend. All right, here we go. Let's dive in. If you have been focusing all of your marketing efforts on social media, today's episode might just change your entire approach. Honestly, I kind of hope it does. We'll cover why email should be the foundation of your marketing strategy, and I'll share 6 specific strategies for growing your list that work especially well for financial coaches. By the end of the episode, you'll have practical, actionable steps you can implement right away to start growing your most valuable business asset. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. With all the buzz around social media, why should you prioritize email? First, because you don't own your social media following. Those platforms can change their algorithms overnight, and suddenly your carefully built audience might not see your content anymore. We've all seen this happen, or at least heard of it happening. You used to reach thousands with each post, and now you're lucky if a few hundred people see what you share. And I don't want to be a fearmonger here, but you never know what will happen on social media these days. One of the contractors on my team, also a business owner, recently lost her personal Facebook account. The whole thing just gone. And despite reaching out and challenging the deactivation, she was denied and lost it all. Luckily, someone else was also an admin on her business account, but she was locked out for weeks before she could get back into anything for her business. In contrast, your email list is an asset that you actually own. No one can take it away from you or limit your access to the people who have invited you into their inbox. Email also converts at a significantly higher rate than social media. Industry data shows that email marketing has an average ROI of 3,500%. That's $35 for every $1 spent. This varies by industry, of course, but holy cow, that is an amazing return on investment. For financial coaches specifically, email allows you to go deeper than social media. Financial transformation requires nuance and depth that's hard to achieve in a social media post. Email creates a private space for your audience to engage with sensitive financial topics without the public nature of social platforms. Think about your own behavior. When you're seriously considering investing in something meaningful, Do you make that decision based on a social media post, or do you want more substantial information? Keep in mind, I'm not talking about the $35 tee you bought because of a simple but catchy Instagram ad. That's why building your email list is truly the foundation of a sustainable coaching business. We talked about this a bit in episode 93, but today I want to dig in further and talk about leveraging your email list as the main driver of your marketing. But first, you have to have an email list to market to, right? So before we dive into strategies that work, let's talk about what definitely doesn't work. Simply asking people to join your newsletter. I want to address something I hear from coaches all the time in the Financial Coach Academy. They say, I know email is important, but how do I actually get people to join my list? Here's the truth. Nobody wants another random newsletter in their already overflowing inbox. We already get dozens of emails every day, and no one wants one more email to have to sift through. So you have to be strategic about getting people on your email list. Think of an email address as a form of currency. Your potential clients don't give it away freely. They exchange it for something they perceive as valuable. When you ask someone to subscribe to my newsletter, you're essentially asking them to pay you without offering anything in return. So let's shift the mindset here. You're not getting email addresses, you're exchanging value for them. Someone's email address gives you direct access to their attention, which is incredibly valuable. So the question becomes, what can you offer that's valuable enough for someone to pay with their email address? For financial coaches, this value exchange is particularly important because money is such a personal topic. People need to trust you before they'll share their email, and they need to see clear value in what you're offering. So let's talk about strategy 1, to create problem-solving lead magnets. A lead magnet is a resource that you give away for free in exchange for an email address, but it needs to be something highly valuable. One thing I see coaches do is whip up something super quick and call it their lead magnet, then wonder why they're not having people download it or sign up to get it. Think about what is something you've signed up for. What was it and why did you sign up? It's got to be good. The key to converting people on your lead magnet is understanding the immediate problems your ideal clients face. Are they struggling with creating a sustainable budget? Are they trying to figure out how to pay off debt while still saving? Are they dealing with financial anxiety? These pain points become the foundation of your list building strategy. For financial coaches, some of the most effective lead magnets could include a budget template specifically designed for a regular income, a great one if you work with business owners or gig workers or seasonal employees, a debt payoff calculator that helps prioritize which debts to tackle first, a financial wellness assessment that helps people identify their biggest money gaps, and a quick start guide to saving their first $500. The most important quality of an effective lead magnet is that it provides an immediate win, something your potential client can implement today and see results quickly. And that's the second mistake I see coaches make with their lead magnet. It's the opposite of the first thing I said, and that's that you make it too complex. It's 17 steps to get to the solution. That's not it. This immediate value has to establish your expertise and build trust from the very beginning. Remember, you're creating a resource that solves a specific urgent problem for your ideal client. Lead magnets give people a taste of what it's like to work with you. They experience a small transformation that makes them curious about the bigger transformation that you offer. So let's talk about strategy 2, strategic networking conversations. When you're networking, whether virtually or in person, the conversation should flow naturally to the pain points your lead magnet helps to solve. Instead of immediately trying to sell someone on coaching at a networking event, offer them something valuable that helps with their immediate concern. Your email list becomes the bridge between their current problem and the full solution you offer through coaching. You might be meeting someone who's struggling with inconsistent income. Rather than jumping straight to offering your coaching service or solving their problems right then and there, you can say, I have a resource specifically designed for managing variable income. I'd love to share it with you. It includes strategies many of my clients have used successfully. Can I send that to you? This approach feels helpful rather than salesy, and it gives you a natural reason to collect their email address. The key is making this transition feel like a genuine extension of your conversation, not an awkward pivot towards marketing. The goal isn't just to add another email address to your list, it's to continue a meaningful conversation with someone who could benefit from your expertise. That leads to strategy number 3, leveraging your content across platforms. Many coaches create great content, but miss opportunities to use it for list building. The content you create should include a clear path to joining your email list. If you're writing blog posts, include an inline sign-up form related to the topic. For social media, don't just post valuable tips, add a call to action that leads people to a related resource on your email list. If you're doing videos or podcasts, create companion resources that viewers or listeners can access by joining your list. We do this often here at the Financial Coach Academy and on the pod, not with every piece of content, but often enough that we see new subscribers every single day. The key is making the connection between your free content and your email list obvious and valuable. For example, if you create a social post about saving for college, mention that you have a more detailed college savings calculator available through your email list. This strategy works especially well for financial coaches because our topics naturally lend themselves to more in-depth resources. Side note, now I want to mention here that while I've been talking a lot about free resources, which definitely are key, you do not need to have a free resource for every piece of content or every subject that you teach on. Instead, start with just one if you don't have one yet, then create more as time goes on. Ultimately, having a free resource for each pillar that you address with clients is plenty, and that might end up looking like 3 or 4. And I just want to slip that in there in case you're listening and thinking, holy cow, I need to create all of these new resources. No, you don't. And chances are you probably already have a few tools sitting around that you could give away for free. Strategy number 4 is strategic partnerships and guest opportunities. One of the fastest ways to grow your list is by leveraging other people's audiences. So look for opportunities to be a guest on podcasts that reach your ideal clients. Offer to write guest posts for blogs or websites that serve your target audience. Host joint webinars with complementary professionals like realtors, insurance agents, or estate attorneys. The key to making this strategy work is offering specific, valuable content rather than a general overview. For example, rather than offering to talk about financial wellness, propose a specific topic like 5 financial moves every new parent needs to make. And of course, mention a free resource where people can get more value from you. Be sure you ask permission of the event host first. These partnerships create win-win situations. You provide valuable content to their audience, and you get exposure to potential new subscribers. This is a great way to start building your list if you're new to financial coaching. I talked a lot more about this in episode 94 about building trust to attract more clients, so be sure to turn into that episode. Strategy 5 is hosting webinars and workshops. Live or automated webinars and workshops can be incredibly effective for growing your email list as a financial coach. They allow you to demonstrate your expertise and teaching style while providing genuine value. To get started, choose topics that address specific pain points, paying off debt while building savings, for example. The registration process naturally builds your email list, and the live interaction builds trust and connection. The key to successful webinars is balancing valuable content with a clear next step. Provide enough value that attendees feel it was worth their time, but don't try to teach everything you know. After the webinar, follow up with additional resources and a clear path to working with you. Even if someone registers but doesn't attend, you still added them to your email list. For financial coaches, topics around budgeting, debt reduction, and savings tend to attract the most registrations. Consider offering your webinar as on-demand as well, which can continue generating leads long after the live event. I've used both in my business. To promote the event, ask current subscribers to share, leverage your connections with complementary professionals like accountants and financial planners as well. The last strategy is probably the most important one of all. Strategy 6 is maintaining your current subscribers. Growing your list isn't just about adding new subscribers. It's equally important to keep the ones you already have. The most common mistake I see financial coaches make is either over-emailing or completely forgetting to email their list. Let's discuss the sweet spot for frequency. For most financial coaches, this is probably weekly or bi-weekly emails. This gives you enough time to create valuable content while staying consistently present in your subscribers' minds. What's most important than frequency, though, is consistency. Whatever schedule you choose, stick with it. Now, let's talk about providing value in every email. Here are some examples of valuable content specifically for financial coaching audiences. The first is success stories that illustrate transformation. Make sure you're getting client permission, of course. Another is timely commentary on financial news that affects your audience, or step-by-step how-tos for tackling common financial challenges. reflective questions that help subscribers gain insights about their money mindset, or quick tips that create immediate improvements. Consider this: every piece of content should either educate, inspire, or help solve a problem. I've found that mixing these types of content helps keep your emails fresh and engaging. Lastly, make it easy for people to engage with you by asking questions or encouraging replies. When subscribers respond to your emails, that's a golden opportunity to deepen the relationship. I love the conversations I get to have with people on my email list. Before we wrap up, I want to talk a little bit about the psychology behind all of this. Understanding the psychology behind why people join email lists, and more importantly, why they stay subscribed, is important. Think about your own inbox. What makes you open certain emails while deleting others without even reading them? The key is providing consistent value that speaks directly to where your potential clients are in their journey. Someone who's just starting to think about their finances needs very different content than someone who's already problem aware and actively looking for a financial coach. Remember this: every piece of content you send should either educate, inspire, or help solve a problem. Sometimes it might do all three, but it needs to do at least one of these things every single time you show up in someone's inbox. When your emails consistently deliver value, subscribers actually look forward to hearing from you. Before we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with some specific action steps that you can take this week to start implementing what we've just covered. First, block out 2 hours this week to plan your email strategy. What value can you offer right away? What would your first 4 emails look like? Second, create one valuable resource you can offer in exchange for email addresses. Remember, it needs to solve an immediate problem for your ideal client. Finally, if you want support implementing all of this, check out the Financial Coach Academy. We provide an entire module on marketing that is sure to help. Remember, every successful financial coaching business needs a direct line of communication with their audience. Email marketing provides that for you. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll catch you next week. Next episode, we're going to have a conversation about difficult conversations. They come up often in financial coaching because we need to be really candid with our clients, and I know that's not always easy to do. So be sure you're subscribed and tune in next week. And don't forget that our Memorial Day Toolkit sale lasts only until May 26th. Head to financialcoachingtoolkit.com to get yours today. That's all for today. If you're ready to grow your own financial coaching business, head over to financialcoachacademy.com for helpful resources and tools. If this episode helped you, hit subscribe and leave us a review. I'll see you next week.